but also on the live stream of Arabian Business and of Facebook and YouTube. I'm very excited to be here. Again, my name is Ibrahim Mugharbal. I'm the Managing Director of A Great Place to Work, and I'm very happy to be part of this strategic milestone, the best workplaces for women in GCC. You can see a screen behind me. On this screen, I'll be showcasing the ranking. I'll be showcasing who are the best workplaces for women in GCC. So in terms of who we are the global authority for workplace culture. We are a great place to work, and we're here to support you and to be able to understand and assess your culture and see how you become a better workplace for all without any exclusion. We need to make sure that you are a great place to work for women, for millennials, for all different levels and job responsibilities and roles as well. So I know everybody is excited to hear out and to know who are the best workplaces for women, so I'm not going to delay it any further. I can see the participants that actually are increasing on our Instagram platform, and I'm very excited to be revealing the best workplaces for women. This is an amazing milestone for the region. I've mentioned earlier that this is something that we are doing for us to be able to support the culture in the Middle East and GCC. We've seen many organizations and many people speaking about women empowerment. However, today, we're going to take it to the next level. We're going to be practical about it. We're going to talk about who are the companies and organizations, either it's public or private entities, who've worked hard to maintain and sustain and create a great place to work for women specifically. I'm going to talk about the criteria, but let's just start a little bit with the ranking. So, are you ready? If you are ready, I want to see some hearts on the Instagram platform of Great Place to Work. I want to see some hearts as well on Arabian Business, YouTube, and Facebook platform. So, number 40 today, we're going to be starting by the top 40. Number 40 is... Do you guys know? I want to see some names before I start. I'm not going to reveal it that easy. So I want to see some names and some comments as well. Who guys do you believe is number 40 as part of the top 40 best workplaces for women? Number 40 is Havelock One. Well done to Havelock One for being one of the top 40 best workplaces for women in GCC. This is an amazing milestone, so I would like to say thank you to the Havelock team for being able to achieve this beautiful milestone. Now, moving on to number 39. Everybody is excited. Everybody is keen to know where do they stand in this list. We're going to reveal everything. Just bear with us. And number 39 is SAP. The Best Run SAP is the best workplace, is one of the best workplaces for women in GCC. Well done to SAP and their team for being in that ranking and in this positioning. Keep doing what you guys are doing. We need to understand and we need to highlight a couple of things. If you're part of this list, this is an amazing job, because when you are part of this list, this is something that's not easy to achieve. So because you're part of this list, you need to say well done to you and to your team for being able to create a best workplace culture for women in your company. Now, moving on to number 38. Who is some number 38 on our list? Let's check it out together. Number 38 is Ingenia. So Ingenia is one of our best workplaces for women in GCC. Well done to the team behind this beautiful company for this beautiful milestone. Now, moving on to number 37. Number 37 is SMSA Express. Well done to the team at SMSA Express for being one of the best workplaces for women in GCC. I would like to remind you here, guys, that this is a list that is highlighting GCC overview. So this is something that's also important for us to be able to take into consideration. So this is not a local list, this is a regional list. So well done for everybody who's being part of this list. Now, moving on to number 36. Number 36 is FedEx Express. Well done to FedEx Express for being one of the best workplaces for women in GCC. FedEx Express has been participating in many of our lists, and they have been doing an amazing job in maintaining a beautiful culture. And because of that, they are one of the best workplaces for women in GCC. Now, moving to number 35. Number 35 is Global Hotel Alliance. Well done to the Global Hotel Alliance team for making it to the best workplaces for women in GCC. what I've seen as well on the Arabian business platform, they're doing some nice celebrations. So I'm very happy for you guys to join as well and to see that happening from the Arabian business platforms. I'm quite excited to see what these guys have done. I'm sure it's going to be very exciting. Now, moving on to number 34. Number 34 is Fisher. Well done to the Fisher team and for the beautiful Fisher team for being able to join and to be part of the best workplaces for women in GCC. Fisher as well has been very active in terms of participating in our list by maintaining a great culture for all their employees. Now, let's move to number 33. Who is number 33? Number 33 is أمانة منطقة الرياض صحة البيئة, the environment agency for Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. Well done. This is the first governmental entity that we have on our list today. So well done for this governmental entity out of Saudi for doing an amazing job and being part of the best workplaces for women in GCC. Well done to the team behind it as well. I'm sure they're very excited and they're very happy. So well done to your organization. Now, moving on to number 32. Bacardi. Well done to the Dubai-based Bacardi for being part of this list. Well done on maintaining a beautiful culture for all your employees, including your female employees as well. Now moving on to number 31. Number 31 is Al-Mawadda Society for Family Development. It's a Saudi organization, it's a non-profit organization, and well done to Al-Mawadda Group for being part of this amazing list and being part of the best workplaces for women in GCC. As I mentioned in the beginning of the conversation, we are celebrating all the different workplaces, so we are including public entities, private entities, and non-profit organizations. I can see that the participant on our Instagram platform has increased a lot. I can see around 200 participants. I'm very happy to see that as well. I can see the beautiful hearts as well. I'm sorry I'm not able to interact as much as I do before, but I'm trying to manage the process as well in the best way possible. Now, moving on to number 30. Who is number 30? Number 30 is Shift Electronics. Well done to Shift Electronics, again, the Dubai-based organization for being part of the best workplaces for women in GCC. A quick note on Shift Electronics. This is their first entry. This is the first time that Shift Electronics actually participate with us, and they have been doing so much well in terms of participating for the best workplaces in the Middle East as well as the best workplaces for women. Well done to the Shift Electronics teams for achieving this beautiful milestone. Is it getting hot in here, or is it we're going into the rank of 29? Number 29 is DHL. Well done to the DHL team for achieving this beautiful milestone. DHL team has been actually number 1 on our UAE and our Middle East and our Qatar list. So the DHL team has been doing a great and amazing job in maintaining their culture and their workplace culture. So well done on that, and well done for being part of the best workplaces for women in GCC. Now, moving on to number 28. Who is on number 28? Number 28 is Pizza Express. Well done to the Pizza Express team for making it to the list and for being part of the best workplaces for women. This is not, as I said, an easy milestone, so well done for each and every one of you for making sure that you are a great place to work for women as you are, because that's why you joined this list. Now, moving to number 27. A lot of excitement. I can see a lot of beautiful hearts on our platform. I'm sure the same is going on Arabian business platforms. So stay tuned as we reveal who are the best workplaces for women in GCC. Number 27 is Teleperformance. Well done to the Teleperformance team who has been doing an amazing job in maintaining and creating a beautiful culture for their female employees out of UAE and Saudi. This is not an easy milestone, so well done on achieving this milestone. Well done to the Teleperformance team. Now, moving on to number 26. Number 26 is FCM Travel Solutions. The team at FCM Travel Solutions were connecting with me and asking me where do we stand in the ranking. I cannot reveal anything before the event. And here you go. You are on number 26. Well done to the FCM team Travel Solutions and for making it to the list and for making it to number 26. As I said, this is not an easy milestone, so well done to the team behind it. Now, Moving on to number 25. Number 25 on the best workplaces for women in GCC is AbbVie. Well done, AbbVie and the AbbVie team out of UAE and Saudi and many other countries for being part of the best workplaces for women in GCC. So this is not an easy achievement, so well done on making it to the top 25 best workplaces for women in GCC. So this is a pharma company, and this is a beautiful milestone for this company specifically for being part of this best workplace. Weird enough, on number 24 as well, we have another pharma company. Number 24 is MSD. MSD is the number 24. They have ranked 24 on being the best workplaces for women in GCC. Well done to MSD team, again out of UAE and Saudi, for making it and to be part of the great place to work for women in GCC. I can see the beautiful hearts, guys, and I'm very, very touched by this. This is beautiful. Well done to each one of you in the team. I would say well done to the HR team, well done to the people who are behind the business, because you guys create a great place to work for all. Now, moving on to number 23. Who is number 23? Number 23 is Hilton. Well done to Hilton for making it to the list, and well done for being one of the best workplaces for women in GCC. Hilton as a team has been doing a lot of great initiatives, and they have been topping some of our lists, the Saudi list last year, and they have been also part of the top 10 of the best workplaces in the UAE and some other lists as well. So well done to the Hilton team for maintaining and making sure that you have a great place to work for women in GCC. Now, moving on to number 22. Number 22 on the best workplaces for women is Dow Chemicals. Well done to the Dow Chemicals team for making it to the best workplaces for women and the ranking of 22. Well done to the team. This is a beautiful milestone. I think you should be very proud about it. Now, moving on to number 21. It's getting really hot in here because the experience and the whole thing and the whole reveal, this is really exciting. Number 21 is Cisco. Well done to the Cisco team out of UAE, out of Saudi, and out of all the different countries where they operate. Well done for making it for the best workplaces for women in GCC. Cisco actually is one of the key players that we work with, not just in the Middle East, but also globally. So well done on achieving some great milestones, not just in the region, but also from a global perspective. So well done to the Cisco team out of all these countries for making it to the best workplaces for women in GCC. Well done, Cisco team. Now, I would like to speak a little bit about how did we choose the best workplaces for women, and what were the criteria that we have considered for us to be able to choose who are the best workplaces for women in GCC. I'm sure everybody is asking. So one of the first elements we looked at is the trust index. The trust index is an element where we actually listen to the employees, specifically the female employees in this scenario, to be able to understand what is their perception when it comes to the 5 dimensions that we have as part of the trust index. The trust, the camaraderie, the pride, all these different elements. That average, we took it into consideration for us to be able to understand who are the best workplaces for women. So that was the first criteria that we took into consideration for us to understand who are the best workplaces for women. Another element that we also took into consideration is the number of female employees in any organization. So because this is a regional list, so it was important for us to be able to understand how many employees, female employees, do you have in your team? Do you have a male-dominated structure, or is it a female-dominated structure? So from a second perspective, we needed to understand the number of female included in your organization. The third element, which was also important for us, beside these 2 elements, is the fairness treatment. So the fairness treatment is something that we have looked at in terms of understanding how do you get treated in your organization despite your gender. So we don't care about your gender, we care about how you are being treated. This is another element that we took into consideration for us to be able to identify and understand and make sure that we have the top 40 of the best workplaces for women. As a recap, the 3 elements are the trust index from a female perspective, the ratio, which means the number of population of female within that organization, and the third element is basically the fairness treatment despite the gender. So we took into consideration these 3 elements, and we were able to identify and understand who are the best workplaces for women in GCC. As I mentioned in the beginning of the conversation, this is an amazing milestone for us. This is the first time we're revealing something similar in the region. I'm so excited to be here in Arabian Business and to be talking about that. So moving on now to the top 20. It's getting hot in here, isn't it? Number 20. So, I can see the hearts. I want to interact with you guys as well. I can see the participant increasing. I'm very happy to see that as well. So, beautiful interactions and beautiful event as well. So, moving on to number 20. Who is number 20 on the best workplaces for women? I'll give you some time to think about it. Do you feel that your organization is a great place to work? Do you feel your organization is the best workplace? Write that in the comments of Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook of Arabian Business and Great Place to Work. So, number 20 is Novartis. Well done to the Novartis team for being part of the best workplaces for women in GCC. This is an amazing milestone once again. So well done to the team for being part of the best workplaces for women. Now, moving on to number 19. Number 19 is Dyson. Well done to the Dyson team for being part of this list. This is not an easy achievement, so well done. So Dyson actually started we started the relationship with them last year, and then they have been very active in terms of participating in this list by maintaining a beautiful culture. So well done to the Dyson team for making it to this list. Moving on now to number 18. Number 18 is Majid Society. Well done to the Majid Society for being part of this list. As I mentioned in the beginning of the conversation as well, this is a list that has private entities, public entities, multinational, local businesses, as well as nonprofit. So well done for each and every organization for being part of this outstanding and beautiful list. Now, moving on to number 17. Number 17 is the Vision Realization Office of Saudi. Well done to you guys for being part of this list. This is our second governmental entity, which is based out of Saudi and who's taking part in this list. So well done to these guys and to the team behind this organization for making it to the best workplaces for women. My recommendation to you, you have to say thank you to the female employees, because they are the one who decided and said that you are a great place to work for women and you are one of the best workplaces for women. And this is how we actually identified these organizations. Now, without any further delay, let's move to number 16. Number 16 is Shalhoub Group. Well done to the Shalhoub Group for being one of the best workplaces for women in GCC. As I said, COVID-19 year was not an easy year, so for us to be able to celebrate one of the retailers and for them how they're maintaining the best workplaces, this is something that I would say thank you and well done to the team at Shalhoub Group and the management of Shalhoub Group for being able to maintain a great workplace culture even during COVID. And actually, we have a great case study to speak about when we speak about Shalhoub Group, how they were able to overcome the COVID-19 challenge. And this is actually how our business model is based on. When we think about innovation, when we think about trust, this is something that we take into consideration, that we assess for us to be able to understand what do you do as an organization to maintain that great place to work culture, but also to be a high-performing organization. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Now, before I talk about that, I need to speak about number 15. Number 15 on the best workplaces for women in GCC is UAE Exchange. Well done to the team at UAE Exchange for being part of this beautiful list and for maintaining a great workplace culture. So this is not an easy achievement, and UAE Exchange have been very active on our different lists as well, and they have done a great ranking as well in the national list in the UAE. So well done to that. Without any further delay, let's move to number 14. Number 14 is Grohe. So Grohe is one of the organizations that we have recently started the work with, and they have been doing so well. Well done to the Grohe team in the UAE for being part of this best workplaces in the UAE. This is a first time for them. This is the first entry. So this is not an easy milestone. So well done to the Grohe team for achieving this beautiful milestone. I was actually in conversation with them yesterday, and the focus that they have on their female employees is really something for us to be able to highlight and to focus on. Well done to Grohe team for making it to the best workplaces for women in GCC for 2020. We are hoping for you guys to do more and more as you move forward with us. Now let's move to number 13. Number 13 is Dubai Police, well done to Dubai Police for being one of the best workplaces for women in GCC. This is the first governmental entity in the UAE to be achieving this milestone. So I would like to say well done to the Dubai Police team for achieving this beautiful and strategic milestone. This is not an easy milestone, and for them to be able to achieve it, well done to them for being one of the best workplaces, and number 13, one of the best workplaces for women in GCC. So this is well done to really well done to the Dubai Police team for achieving this beautiful achievement. Dubai Police Academy was actually number 5 as well on our Middle East list. So I would say Dubai Police and Dubai Police Academy have been very active in terms of maintaining and sustaining a beautiful culture for all employees. Let's move now to number 12. Number 12 is Yum Brands. Yum Brands as well. Basically we just did the survey with them, and they have done a beautiful outcome. So this is their first entry in the list. This is their first list. So well done to Yum Brands for being one of the best workplaces for women. Well done to the team behind Yum Brands for this beautiful achievement. Now we're talking about the top 12 best workplaces, and this is not an easy achievement. So well done to the Yum Brands on this beautiful new entry. Now moving on to number 11. Number 11 is Helen Knowlton Strategies. Well done to Helen Knowlton Strategies for this beautiful, outstanding achievement. So Helen Knowlton Strategies has been also active in our different lists. They've made it to the Millennials list, and they have made it as well to the UAE list. So well done to the HNK team for this beautiful milestone. Actually, I was able to see a high improve in HNK. They were number 10 on the UAE list, and today they were actually this year they were number 5 on our UAE list. And as we can see today, they are number 11 on our women list, best workplaces for women in GCC. So well done to HNK Strategies for achieving this beautiful milestone. Now, before I go on a little bit more about talking about the top 10, which I know everybody is excited to know more and to understand, I would like to highlight a couple of things. So we, as a Great Place to Work, we are the global authority for workplace culture. For us to be able to understand any organization, we need to study 2 elements. We need to provide the companies with a trust index. Trust index is around 40 years old, and it's kept on evolving to make sure that we understand and assess the employees and listen to their employees and to understand their perception about what are the key elements that basically improve their experience as part of being in an organization. So this is something that Great Place to Work have been doing for the past 40 years, and this is something that we start the journey with. So we send this survey to the employees to understand their feedback, their inputs about their own organization. And we look at 5 different dimensions: camaraderie, pride, all these different elements for us to understand, is this a high-performing organization, a high-trust organization as well. So that's the first element of the formula. The second element of the formula is a culture audit. So we provide organization with a culture audit, which is a questionnaire that we send to the HR team and their management for us to be able to understand what are the key elements that drive this business. We focus on all different dimensions: hiring, sharing, celebrating, caring. So what do you do as an organization to maintain a great culture within your organization? So what do you do? So the objective is to be able to assess and understand that. However, some of the organizations come to us and say, you know what, we do a lot of birthdays. We are a great place to work. That's beautiful. However, we need to make sure that you do all the different 9 dimensions. When we talk about hiring, welcoming, inspiring, listening, sharing, caring, what do you do in these elements? What do you do in these dimensions? And this actually helps us understand how do you basically achieve your culture? How do you basically improve your culture? And FYI, I always say, culture eats strategy for breakfast. So remember that saying, because people think that if we do many initiatives, we will get there. It's not about the strategy, it's more about the culture and what are the drivers behind this culture. And that's what we focus on as a Great Place to Work. So we look at these 2 elements for us to be able to understand what you have done as an organization. And we do that with more than 20,000 organizations around the globe, and we do that with more than 10 million employees. So we have a beautiful access of benchmark and best practices, and this is what we're very keen to do. when we decided to bring the best workplaces for women, all millennials, all Middle East, our objective is to provide you with best practices. It's not about, reinventing the wheel. It's about doing the right thing at the right moment. For us, it's not about the amount of investment that you need to do. I'm not a big fan of spending millions and millions of dirhams or Saudi riyal in strategies that are not going to give you the right impact. The objective is to focus on what is important for you to achieve to that goal. And this is exactly what we do. We study with you where do you stand in terms of benchmarking from a local, regional, and international perspective, but also we need to understand what can you do to improve yourself, quick wins. What can I do to improve really quickly? So enough about Great Place to Work. Let's go back to the best workplaces for women in GCC. Now I'm going to be focusing on the top 10. So now we're going to be talking about who are the top 10 best workplaces for women in GCC. Before I move into the top 10, another reminder. In November, we will be revealing for the first time ever who are the best workplaces for nationals in UAE, for nationals in Saudi, and for nationals in other countries as well, including Qatar. So we want to talk about who are the best workplaces for Emiratis, the best workplaces for Saudis. So this is something we're doing for the first time, and we're very excited about that, and we're going to be doing it as well with Arabian business. Our objective is to highlight who's doing a great job when it comes to these different categories, because we know how challenging it is to obtain the right talent and the great talents. So we need to help you to be able to obtain them and to be an employer of choice. So how can we do that? Let's talk about the top 10 who's been doing a great job in being a best workplace for women. Number 10. 5 Hotel out of Palm Jumeirah, Dubai. So well done to the 5 Hotel for being one of the top 10 best workplaces for women. I've been to 5 Hotel many times. I've been in conversation with these guys so many times, and I can see how much focus they have on culture, on terms of maintaining and creating a great culture for all employees. I'm so sure that at the moment 5 Hotel team is going crazy about that, because this is an amazing milestone. 5 Hotel has been doing an amazing job in maintaining the culture, not just from a women perspective, but also from an all perspective. And they have been part of the UAE list and the Middle East list as well. So well done to the 5 Hotel for doing and being part of the best workplaces for women in GCC. Now, without any further delay, we're moving to number 9. Number 9 is, this is a big reveal. This is a big reveal. I know everybody is waiting, and I know that this is something that you guys are waiting to hear. But number 9 is one of the largest organizations that we work with. And basically, for you to be able to achieve this amazing milestone, we have to say well done to the team. So let's reveal together who is number 9. Number 9 is Landmark Group. Well done to the Landmark Group for achieving this amazing and strategic milestone. Landmark Group operate with us in many countries, and basically they try to understand how they can improve their culture in each and every country. And for them to be able to be part of the best workplaces for women, and also number 9, so this is a great achievement, not just for Landmark Group, for everybody at Landmark Group and all the concepts under Landmark Group. So well done to the team there from all different perspectives in all the countries. So this is a beautiful and a strategic milestone. Well done to the team, well done to the management of Landmark Group as well. So this is an amazing milestone. This is not an easy milestone to achieve, so well done to that. Now, moving on to number 8. Number 8 is IHG, Intercontinental Hotel Group. Well done to IHG for making it to the best workplaces for women in GCC. IHG has been doing a great achievement in terms of maintaining their culture. They were number 1 on our Saudi list for the first time this year in April 2020. And now they're number 8 on the best workplaces for women in GCC. The team behind IHG has been so focused and so keen to maintain that positioning. So well done for IHG team out of Saudi for making it to the list. IHG is working with out of Saudi, and well done to the team in Saudi and the management behind it. Now, moving on to number 7. Number 7 is, I want to see some hearts. I don't see enough hearts. Usually I do see more hearts. Come on guys, who do you think number 7 is? Number 7 is That's correct. Number 7 is the Real Estate General Authority in Saudi. Well done to the Saudi Real Estate General Authority for making it to the best workplaces for women in GCC. This is a beautiful, amazing milestone for the public sector in Saudi and for the public sector in GCC. Well done to this governmental entity for Real Estate General Authority for making it to the best workplaces for women. Well done to the team. This is an amazing and strategic milestone for the public industry in the region. Well done to that. Now, without any further delay, I'll be moving now to number 6. Number 6 is Al-Dabbagh Group out of Saudi as well. Well done to Al-Dabbagh Group for being part of the best workplaces for women in GCC. Al-Dabbagh Group is also an organization who's very focused and very keen in maintaining a best workplace culture. This is why Al-Dabbagh Group has been very active in terms of maintaining their ranking in the different lists that we have in Saudi, in the Middle East, as well as for women. Well done for Al-Dabbagh Group and the team behind it for this beautiful milestone. Now, we're moving into top 5. Who are the best workplaces for women, for female employees in the region? And this is a big reveal. Who have been doing so much well in maintaining and creating a great place to work culture for female employees. Let's reveal it together. Do you guys have any expectations? Do you have any thoughts about this? Let's find out together. So without any further delay, I'm moving to number 5. Who is one of the top 5 best workplaces for women in GCC? Ready? I'm not. This is an amazing milestone, guys. Do you understand how big this is? We're talking about who are the top players, who is doing so much great for women. For the first time ever, we're revealing who is actually taking an initiative in making this workplace or his organization or their organization a great place to work for women. We've spoke about that many times, right? I went to hundreds of events and industry event where people spoke about women empowerment, women in management, but this list actually highlight who are the heroes, who is doing a great job in making their culture and their organization a great place to work for women. I know people are now like, Brahim, give it to us now. I promise I'll do that. But I want to highlight how important this is because this is a beautiful milestone. So well done to the top 5. Before even saying that, however, I need to say well done to all the top 40 best workplaces. This is not an easy achievement. And the top 40, we've been in conversation and we've been looking at all the different organizations who were certified as a great place to work for them to make it to this list. And it's a big list. So for us to be able to identify the top 40 was not an easy job. So keep that in mind. Now, number 5 is The One. Well done to The One and the team at The One for making it to the best workplaces for women in GCC. I have to say, I just had goosebumps when I revealed this. The One is one of the players who does an amazing job, not just from a women perspective, but actually from all different perspectives. I'm so proud to say that The One is one of the local businesses who made it to the Asia list, who made it to the number 2 in the Asia list, and who also made it to the UAE list in terms of number 2. So the beauty about our program is if you are a great place to work, you need to be proud about it because you have the opportunity to enter local, regional, and multinational lists as well. It's all about your scoring. It's all about what do you do in terms of culture, and that's what we look at. The One has been doing such an amazing job, and this is why they are number 5 on the best workplaces for women, and that's why they were number 2 on the Asia list. So well done to The One, the management team, the HR team, and all the employees. I've been to The One many times, and I can see the vibe, I can see the culture. I have to say, this is one of the best cultures I've ever seen in the region. So well done to The One and their team. I'm sure you're very excited about it. Now, moving on to number 4. Without any further delay, I would like to say number 4 on the best workplaces for women is Glender International Banking. Well done to the team at Glender International Banking for making it to the best workplaces for women in GCC. I do believe this is a beautiful achievement for them because this is one of the highest ranks they had as an organization. So well done, and well done on maintaining a beautiful culture for your female employees. This is an outstanding achievement. Be very proud about it. Now, we're moving into top 3. Now, this is really exciting. So who is number 3? The competition has been very high. However, who has been doing, I'll have to say this, a better job in terms of making sure that their culture is great for their female employees, taking into consideration the three criteria I spoke about earlier. Number 3, without any further delay, is Century Financial. Well done to the team at Century Financial for making it to the best workplaces list, one of the top 3 best workplaces for women in GCC. I have to say this really clearly and very transparently about Century Financial. This is one of the organizations who's very keen to highlight the fact that they are really working on their culture, and I can see that in their communications and the narrative and in terms of how they drive their culture. They're always keen. This is one of their objectives that they have, and this is one of the KPIs they have added as part of their organization. And I have to say, well done to the team behind Century Financial for making it to the list and for being one of the best workplaces, not just being part of it, but being part of the top 3. Well done to Century Financial on this beautiful, beautiful achievement. This is a great achievement. Be very proud about it. So this is an amazing milestone for Century Financial, but we have to move on to number 2. Who is the best workplaces for women in GCC? Number 2 is Al Khabir Capital. Well done to Al Khabir Capital for making it to the list and for being the number 2 of the best workplaces for women in GCC. Al Khabir Capital is a Saudi-based organization, and they have been doing so well and so much great initiatives for them to be able not just to make it to the list, but also to top the list. So Al Khabir Capital, well done, because you are out of Saudi doing an amazing job to be part of the GCC list. This is a best workplaces for women in GCC. Al Khabir Capital, this is a beautiful milestone. Be very proud about it. And specifically for you guys as an organization, how you're evolving, how you are improving, this is something that definitely worth highlighting and mentioning. Now, I think that's it? No. Now this is the big moment. This is where everybody is waiting for this. So, who is the best workplaces for women in GCC? Who is the top 1? Who is the organization that has been focused so well on creating this beautiful and outstanding culture that helped them to deserve this title? Who is basically the top 1 or the best workplace for women in GCC? I have to say a couple of elements before I do the reveal. One of the things that is very important to notice is, 1, this company has recently started working with us. So basically, they are a new starter. And to the achievement that they have done, this is a well-done achievement for their team. I'm not going to say it yet. I'm going to tell you in a minute. I have to say another element as well about this organization. This is one of the organizations that they are very keen as well to highlight all the different employees and all the different people that they are working with and that basically part of their successful team. So as soon as they got certified, I was able to see my LinkedIn filled with a lot of information about their employees. They were very proud of this milestone. They were very excited about this milestone. Now, besides the certification, now we're talking about the ranking. I think they know who they are. So I'm not going to further delay it, and I'm going to say who is, because this is the team behind it as well, who is the best workplace for women in GCC. I have to say that as well. This is the first time that an educational entity make it to the top of the list. Number 1 is, without any further delay, Westford University College. Well done to the Westford University College for making it and for being the top of the top 1, top 10, top 20, and top 40 as well. I have to say, making it to the list is not an easy element. So well done to each and every company who was able to make it to the list. You will see the full coverage on Arabian Business, and also you will see it on our website, and we will be also dispatching it to all the public so they are aware who are the best workplaces for women. Well done. And as I said, next time we're going to be talking about who are the best workplaces for nationals in UAE and Saudi and other countries as well. So we're very excited. So stay tuned. And and have a great day, guys, and well done to everybody. Thank you.